All right, guys, so for our last and final demo, we're going to create what's called a three-quarter view. And we're going to incorporate the same stuff we've been incorporating on the first two. So I'll start right in with listing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to go down this side with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm dealing with a 5x5 grid again. Important you're using the grid. Now, for this one, we're actually only going to use about half of column 5. So when you hear me say half over here, I'm going to bring my line about halfway down. Our three-quarter view is not as wide as our profile. It's a little bit skinnier, but it's not as skinny as our frontal view was. So I'm going to start out with that nice curved head shape. And if you notice, as I bring that over and I get into that fifth column, I'm not taking it all the way to the side. I'm stopping about halfway down that column. I'm going to switch over to a 2B here so you can see a little bit better. Now, on the front, I'm going to bring a nice curved line down there so you can see I'm in the middle of the column. Bring a nice curved line down there. And then I'm going to arch this across and up. And I'm going to come a lot further in. If you guys recall, and you should hopefully have your profile around, I only came in about 2 rows for my profile from the ear. This one I'm coming in a little further. I'm going to curve the back of that head around here. Got a little sloppy in there. Clean that up a little bit and then draw that a little cleaner. Okay. So I brought that a little bit further around, which is going to be a little bit better fit for us with how this one should look. So there's a three-quarter skull. Now I'm going to do one additional thing here. I'm also going to give myself a curved line down the front of this. And this curved line is going to help me know where my eyes, my nose, and my mouth are going to fall. So just like with the other piece, I'm going to start out saying, here's my eyes in the middle of the third column, or the third row. My mouth here is going to be right there. And the bottom of my nose is going to be towards the bottom of 4. So I have those layouts done. Now, I'm going to use the same geometric eye thing that I did, or my same geometric nose thing I did from the last one, which means I'm going to bring down the bridge of my nose here. Going to give myself a line, and I'm actually going to draw backwards and give myself the base. So instead of going out like I did when I was on the front, I'm going to go across to show that that nose is sticking out. And there's the side, because on this three-quarter nose, we can't see both sides of our nose. We only see one side of our nose. Our eyes. I'm going to do the same circle tactic I did, but I'm going to incorporate ellipses now. And that's going to be a pretty important deal for me, because instead of doing 5, because I can't see that, I'm just going to do 3. And I'm going to try to make sure I've drawn an ellipse that's similar in size to these two. It's going to get skinnier because we know as circles move away, they get skinnier. But we're going to try to have that get skinnier in order. So this one's slightly smaller than this one, but significantly skinnier than this one. And that's going to help us have our eyes where they belong. So I'm going to go ahead in on this one and draw in the iris and the pupil. And then on this one, I'm going to draw in the iris, but you can see the iris and the pupil are way out there on the edge. So they're going to be dealt with slightly different. My eye is going to start in here, going to arch up over, going to be kind of foreshortened. And it's not actually going to come all the way out to the outside of the eye, because I'm not looking at the eye straight on. So the center one, or the inside one, is going to come underneath. And that's going to come up relatively quick. I'm going to bring the top down a little bit more. I brought that over a little high there. So bring that top down just a little bit more. And then I can erase some of those lines underneath. My eyebrow here, up, dips down. Now the outside eye, a little trickier. Here's my tear duct. going to arch up over that top. I'm going to come down underneath the bottom. And we don't get to bring those back down because they're flush up against the outside of our eye. So instead, we'll actually be able to see a little bit of the top of the eye, and we'll get to see a little bit of the bottom of that before they go down and they become a part of our cheek. And I won't do much more of that until I get down and I draw the mouth, but this will arch up and it'll become a part of our forehead. And actually, we'll have a little bit more of a brow there than I drew the eyelid, and then we'll have your brow, and then we'll have your forehead, because we need that for the eyebrow to come out and be a part of it, be on it there. So down the mouth. Mouth is going to be really foreshortened too. We're going to have that curve to start. This is going to come out and stop about that midpoint. This, however, is going to come out and drop down. Now, depending on how turned our face is, you may be able to see more of your lips curve here than others. I'm not going to draw a whole lot of it. The lower lip is going to drop down, come out there as well. So we've kind of got that lip where it's pushed out to the edge of our face. I do not like what I did with my eyeball here. The more I look at it, I think I brought that a little too far around. So I'm going to give myself a little bit more of that ellipse. I'm going to bring my eye a little bit more back around before I cut that off. We're going to take that down. We're going to take our chin out from underneath there, so we get a little bit of shape to the face down there. Bring that chin around. Our ear can be straight back from the eye and the nose still. You're going to see significantly more of it than you did on the frontal, but not as much as you would see on the profile. Those folds of skin as you build them in. Hairline is going to start from in front of that, front of the ear, come up the temple, arch across the head. Neck. Neck's going to come down somewhere in here. This is something you really got to do, but you really got to get by looking at the person you're drawing. Your neck's going to come there, and it's going to come down out of the back here, and we're most likely going to see a shoulder on both sides coming forward when we create that neck. Now, again, I'm going to work with us next week on creating shadows and a lot more things going to make our eyes look a lot less robotic and mannequin-like. Obviously, the nose is crazy because it doesn't have any nostrils or anything, so those are all things we're going to work on. But I still want you guys, when you go ahead and you try your 3/4, draw on your nose and your eyes how you see them. We'll work on getting them more believable. I'm worried right now. My focus with you guys right now is getting stuff where it belongs on the face. Using this roadmap and getting things in position on the face where you need them to be. Okay, so there's this. You'll do a copy of this that you're hopefully working along with me, and then you're going to do a secondary drawing of somebody in a 3/4 view. That's going to finish you guys up for week number 10.